Hello and welcome to your daily dose of Satoshi's news. Today's day is Thursday, the 2nd of January 2025, the year BSV comes alive. Experience the best of both worlds today at betbitcoinsv.com, the best casino and sports betting on chain. Have a little flutter in private using the original protocol and genuine Bitcoin. Right, we've got this article today by Cointelegraph saying members of US Congress backed by crypto PACs to take office on Jan 3rd. That's tomorrow. What a date to be on. The anniversary of the release of the start of the Bitcoin network. Yes, indeed. Got some fantastic more posts here by CSW, which we'll go through. Some 365 days of Bitcoin history. Obviously, 1st of January and 2nd of January. Lots to touch on there. And just a little bit of general news there, which we'll go over. And then we'll start with the figures, as per usual. So, let's get into it.
Satoshi, like a cowboy in the West, riding on the blockchain that they call the very best. 1 million strong and transactions flying free. Just wait for the Terra node, you'll surely see.
Here we go. Right, so Cointelegraph says members of US Congress backed by crypto PACs to take office on Jan 3rd. Interest groups suggest that a majority of lawmakers in the US House of Representatives would be pro-crypto after the 2024 election. United States lawmakers who benefit from support from the crypto industry in their respective 2024 primaries or elections will soon be sworn into office for the 119th session of Congress. Crypto executives and political action committees, or PACs, like Fairshake and its affiliates poured millions of dollars into media buys to support pro-crypto candidates in the 2024 election cycle, which could have contributed to some politicians winning in certain tight races across the country. One of the most high-profile elections saw Republican Bernie Moreno defeating incumbent Ohio Senator Sherrod Brown by roughly 200,000 votes after the Defend America Jobs PAC spent more than $40 billion. According to data from the election influence tracking website Follow the Crypto, 10 new members of the US Senate expected to be sworn in benefited in some way from funding from the crypto industry. From a $6,600 individual contribution from Ripple co-founder Chris Larson, well, that's not really going to do a lot, is it? To Maryland Senator Angela Brooks, is that her name? Also Brooks, to more than $10 million from the Protect Progress PAC, also a Fairshake affiliate, to support Michigan Senator Elisa Slotkin. Crypto money arguably influenced the position of the next US Senate just as much, if not more, than the other special interest groups. That's quite interesting. The makeup of the US House of Representatives is a similar story, with 63 new members taking office in January. Fairshake and its affiliates poured millions of dollars into primary races in 2024 to support both Democratic and Republican candidates who have expressed views favouring the crypto industry. In one of its biggest expenditures, resulting in a win for the candidate, Protect Progress spent roughly $1.7 million in media buys to back Alabama Representative Shomari figures over Anthony Daniels in the primary for the state's 2nd congressional district. Some House candidates, including Texas Representative Sylvester Turner, appeared to have not received any support from crypto executives or PACs. No signs of crypto money stopping in the next election cycle. According to the advocacy group Stand with Crypto, which also attempts to influence US voters to choose candidates it considers favourable to the industry, roughly 270 lawmakers in the next session of Congress will be pro-crypto, with a clear majority in the House. The composition of both chambers could affect legislation in 2025 on how to regulate crypto in the US through proposed bills like Financial Innovation and Technology for the 21st Century Act. After the 2024 election wins, some of the industry have suggested that they will continue their approach to supporting candidates in the 2026 midterms and beyond. As of November, Fairshake reported having roughly $103 million to be used for the 2026 election cycle, primarily funded by Coinbase and Ripple, and 435 House members serving 2-year terms will be up for election again at the time. That's actually very interesting. Very interesting. So, good grief. That means if BSV was to take over and swallow the entire market, that means all those congressional representatives would be supportive of BSV. Oof. Interesting. Right, let's get into CSW's pinned post here. He said, another year rolls in, another tick on the clock of eternity, another chance to face wreckage we make for ourselves, for each other. Christ walked the earth, not as a king, but as a man, with dust on his feet and sorrow in his eyes. He didn't come for palaces or power, but for the broken, the weary, the ones we'd rather forget. And isn't that the lesson? Not glory, not riches, but love carved into the grain of suffering. The courage to reach out when it costs you everything, to forgive when the words say let them burn. This new year, forget the resolutions built on vanity and diets and the promotions and the hollow promises of a better self. Look instead to the cross, not as an ornament, but as a challenge. Because Christ didn't die so you could be comfortable. He died to show you that salvation is in the giving, the bleeding, the refusing to turn away from the pain of others. So let this year be the year you pick up your own cross, not in silence, but in the noise of love that heals, of faith that moves mountains, of hope that doesn't shrink in the face of despair. The world will tell you it's foolish, a waste, and kindness won't save you, that faith won't feed you, but the world lied then, and it lies still. In Christ the small things matter, a word spoken gently, a hand held tightly, a life lived bravely. Another year begins, don't let it pass without leaving behind a love that will outlast it. Look at that, it is just fantastic at writing this literature. I actually say I really enjoy reading his posts, and they flow really easy as well. They're easy to read, really well written. Fantastic stuff. Right, check this out. So I missed this one yesterday, 1st of January. So on the 1st of January 1823, there was the Emancipation Proclamation, which was to abolish slavery. I think it was Abraham Lincoln that did that. And we know who the people were that actually that started slavery and were the last people to abolish it. In fact, we're slaves to them now under the central banking system. Same group of people. And that same group of people were also responsible for this. On the 1st of January 1973, Britain joined the European Economic Community under the conditions laid out in the document Foreign Commonwealth Office FCO 30/1048. This document, drafted in 1971, same year as the Nixon shock, outlined how sovereignty would be surrendered, the British monarch deposed, high treason committed, and the world put on a fast track to a totalitarian one world government and new world order. Bitcoin BSV is the only thing that can prevent this. Yes, indeed. 1st of January 2010. I think we've got a Bitcoin talk forum here. Let's have a 1st of January 2010. There we go. Look at all the Jan 5th. So let's see what this one says. So I finally got my client to start generating. And after I got my laptop optimized for the task and waited overnight, my first transaction completed, resulting in plus 50 coins, yay. However, once that transaction was complete, a new transaction hadn't started. Or maybe it has. There's only one transaction in the list, but I'm up to 131 blocks under status. Is this the way it's supposed to happen? Does it keep processing on the same transaction and generating coins every 120 blocks or so, or is it supposed to start a new transaction? I have a screenshot if needed. Sorry if this is a basic question, but I'm sure someone will ask if I don't. Thanks for taking the initiative on this project, Mr. Satoshi. Maybe one day I can find my bank once and for all. Awesome. Loving that. Yeah, and we're now the 2nd of January. So on the 2nd of January 2015, Japanese police suspect Mt. Gox Bitcoin robbery was mainly an inside job. Oh, check this out. Yeah, so they spec the well again. So they've prosecuted this really weird couple for supposedly pilfering the 850,000 bitcoins from the Mount. Actually, maybe that was the Bitfinex hacks, but this was Mount Gox. I'm sure Satoshi Nakamoto knows exactly who is involved in this. Yeah, like they mentioned Mark Capellis, blah 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 blah. But yeah, what a moment in Bitcoin history. The 2nd of January 2017, Bitcoin tops $1,000 for the first time. Oh, in 3 years, as 2017 trading begins. And again, 2017 was the year that Bitcoin had its first global or worldwide bull run, where it went up to what, $17,000. Nobody had ever seen anything like it. Now we're at 100,000. Well, that's for BTC, but we know it's fake because the cabal will do anything to protect their own position, because they're just pumping it with Tether. It does nothing. It does nothing. And this was when you could still use it, because the alternative protocol wasn't created until the 1st of August 2017, and then SegWit implemented 24th of August 2017. So by this point, people could still use Bitcoin relatively well. It was only later on in the year when other companies tried, when it got to $5,000, that lots of people were interested in trying out the technology, and mysteriously they found it didn't work. Would you believe it? Looking forward to tomorrow, 3rd of January. The Bitcoin network was started in this shed right there. Look at that. Oh my goodness me. Can you believe it? That's where Bitcoin started. Amazing. Amazing. Right, let's get into the figures just quickly. So Bitcoin, $53, going up a little bit. Hash rate, we'll have a look at this. Oh, difficulty adjustment on BTC. Again, another all-time high. Squeezing those miners. They are going to be absolutely squirming. Hash rate on Bitcoin, going up just a little bit. Just a little bit there, not too much though. Network nodes 0.2. Remember, hash rate and network nodes are vanity. Transactions and block size are sanity. So let's have a look at the transactions worldwide. 20.9 million transactions on Bitcoin. Literally leaving 10.4% for the 39 shitcoins to fight over. 20.9 million confirmed, cross-referenced on what's on chain. Great stuff. Let's have a look at the blocks coming through. Oh, 362, 335, 324. Big blocks. Big blocks. Very good. Currently 62,000 times cheaper to transact on Bitcoin than Gregcoin. Mining Bitcoin at a 46% comparable loss. It's 8.9% more profitable to mine on eCash. That would be interesting to see what via BTC look like now on there, because they'll be ramping up their hash rates. Let's have a look. Oh no, it's other miners that have actually ramped up their hash rate on there. Interesting. So on Bcrash, other miners 56.9. Gregcoin, Foundry USA Pool 36.1. Dare they get more hash rate than that? Because it will start to look at BTCs will start, because they're so stupid. They'll start getting a little bit worried about that, because they're not worried about SegWit, are they? Dear oh dear. Let's have a look at what's on chain. Bitcoin mining. Oh, Tau back in the lead, 35.8. Kuv 35.1. QD Link 24.1. Gorilla Pool 4.83. Very good. Crypto Quant, look, exchanges still cashing out. Number go up, but exchanges cashing out, numbers going down, because they know what's coming. Tether Weather just slightly under its peg. Let's see what's going on in the week. No more dumps by the looks of it, although I don't know how they actually, maybe they send it to a burn address, as I'm speculating. What was that? What date was that? What are we looking at? That was today. They're saying there was like a spike today. That looks bizarre. Are they not recording it or something? Market buffoonery, I suspect that is. Short ratio again, so 0.6%. Let's have a look at Bitcoin here, 52.3. Ups and downs on the market. Let's have a look at that using candles. Oh, looks like we've had a bit of a rally from yesterday until today. That's all right. Let's compare Bitcoin with Gregcoin. 30 minutes. So it was going up, and then Gregcoin has pushed it down again. Yeah, all right. Let's have a look at Bitcoin versus USD. Similar pattern there. Cross-reference that with Orange Gateway. Yeah, a bit of a rally then coming down. Cross-reference that with Gregcoin. Yep, similar pattern there. You got a $3.4 trillion market cap. Gregcoin trade volume 2.2, market cap 1.9. Good grief! Oh, trending up today. Oh, if that's gone up today, it looks like Bitcoin may have outperformed it. Let's have a quick look. Where are we now? Oh, being pushed out the 80s back into 93, number 93. And yet, all the BTC is, this is the only coin they're concerned about. Oh, look at that. It even had a spike in the price. And came back down again. Look at that. That was doing exceptionally well. No wonder they had to pump pump Gregcoin up, because it looked like it was looked like genuine Bitcoin was going to outperform it today. Wow. There we go. Right, so that's all the figures. Just want to remind you that the powers that be are at it again. This article here in the Manchester Evening News saying families must stay indoors for 48 hours as highly contagious virus spreads. All right, well, funnily enough, that coincided with a ridiculously heavy fog that was covering the country literally for days. Literally days. People were driving around, no droplets of water on their windscreen whatsoever, like nothing. Yeah, and then suddenly they're saying, oh, you must stay indoors because there's highly contagious virus spreads. I wonder how that happened. So they're at it again, folks. So just be careful. Right, there we go. We'll leave it there. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed these updates, please ding your donations for your appreciation to either Satoshi@Semi.com, Handcash.io, Simply.cash, Related.com, RockWallet.me, or Senti.ch. We'll leave it there. Hope you enjoyed it. And as ever, be aware, take care, stay safe out there, and we'll see you in the next one.